How's everybody doing today? So today we are having a different type of video that you used to see in my channel. Today it's going to be a topic video. I have something and I figure I'll go ahead and talk to you guys about. Hope you guys enjoy this different type of video. I hope you guys stay all the way through the end and listen to what I have to say and just follow along with the story. The topic for today is going to be my relationship with food and how I've gone through binging cycles, how I've gone through like really bad food restriction cycles, and where I am right now, and how I'm working to get better because it still happens. I still suffer from it. I still go through it a lot more than I wish I did, but it's getting better, which is what matters. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start off. So my problem started off around middle school, I want to say, because beginning of it, I was always skinny kid when I was growing up. And once we got through middle school, we moved. My family moved, so I wasn't able to go outside anymore. I didn't know anybody. So what started happening was me just mainly staying inside, just constantly eating all over the place. Which this happened between the transition from 7th to 8th grade. I just ate and ate and ate and ate until I ended up gaining weight. I put on around 20 pounds, I want to say. I got really big compared to how I was. Then 8th grade started, and I didn't like how I looked, so I saw when they took my ID picture from 8th grade and how I came out in the yearbook. I hated how I looked, and I wanted to change again. I wanted to go back to where I was before. So what I started to do, I started to really restrict what I ate and the food choices that I had, how much and what I ate became very controlled. And what also started to happen, I started going out more, going outside, spend more time outside, trying to just move so I could burn off whatever I had extra, which worked, of course. Calories in versus calories out, it worked. I lost all the weight again. Midway through 8th grade year, I was back to normal, and I stayed that way until the end. Then it happened again. Before I started high school, my family moved again. Same thing happened, but this time it was a lot worse because there was some emotional / family type of thing that was going on, which kind of multiplied everything. We moved to a different city, so I was sad that I didn't have my friends anymore. I wasn't gonna ever see them again, which really sucked. And there was just some problems inside of my family going on at that point, which just kind of all added up and it made everything worse. At this point, when we finally moved to the city that I live in now, it was really bad. I actually became overweight. I actually went to the doctors. They had me, when I would go get like my physicals done and all that, they will tell me that I'm overweight. Borderline getting to obese at that point from how much I put on. I have literally from the beginning, I put on around 30 to 50 pounds in that span of time. That's how small I used to be in middle school. And it sucked because all of this happened. It was summertime, and I was just big. I just didn't like how I looked, and it just kind of was just tough. It was the summer break before I started high school again. I was really worried because it was a brand new city. I didn't know anybody, and I hated how I looked. So what happened, I started 9th grade, started getting my things together, went to school. I was alone for a good part of my 9th grade year. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't know anybody, so I just kind of stuck to myself for a while. And after that, I was like, yeah, let's change how I look again. So what started happening, I started actually working out here and there. I was doing home workouts, just trying to do what I can. I always enjoy running, so I would go run for one time. And I didn't really eat when I was in school. Pretty much all I would eat was during lunch at school. I would either have like a fruit, some type of fruit or something, and that would be it until like around 5 or 6 in the afternoon. I would have my one meal, which wouldn't usually be that much food. It would be a pretty small meal just to feel like, yeah, I ate something, so I should be good, right? I should be able to make it for the next couple days. And that's how freshman year started. I kept doing that, all that. I lost all the weight, got skinny, dropped down to around 105 pounds. And that's where I stayed most of high school. The heaviest I got in high school after that point was I was between 105 to 110 from middle freshman to the end of my senior year. That's the weight that I stayed at, and I was happy with that weight. I was really skinny, but I liked how I looked compared to before. I was all going good. I was all going great. Then sophomore year / junior year, I started running like a lot, like excessively. I would just go run outside, just run, no matter if something hurt. You gotta push through it, you know. If you don't push through it, you're not doing it right? Just holding yourself back, so I would just push, eat very little, stayed skinny, liked how I looked. I had some muscle from the workouts that I would do here and there. I had my abs sort of there. They were there, but they didn't look good because I didn't have enough muscle to actually fill them out all the way. So yeah, that was high school right there. You know, just pretty much food restriction and a bunch of cardio. And high school was finished, over with, done, taken care of. Walked into the real world. Kept working out. I actually got a lot better after high school. I started counting my calories. Went from counting calories to counting my macros. And once I started doing that, I was good. I was solid for like a year or so. Like I had it under control. Like my weight, how I worked out, what I ate, it was all good. It was all balanced. I was enjoying it. I was happy. Then I started working. I got a job. So that happened. Like my nutrition was still good and everything. I was still able to work out. I was really tired, but I still pushed through it because that's what I wanted to do. And that happened. And after a couple months that happening, I got into a relationship, which this is when things really got bad for me. She didn't really like what I was doing, how much I worked out, how I ate, the fact that I limited so much what I ate. She didn't like that. She wanted me to stop. And me being me, just trying to make them happy and make other people happy, I was like, okay, I'll do it. So at that point, I stopped tracking. That hardly worked out. If I worked out, I would do it at a time when I knew she wouldn't know, or stuff like that. And I would just eat pretty much whatever she ate whenever we went out. I would have that, whatever there was to eat. Which, it started off good. Like my weight didn't spike up too much because of the job that I was doing. It burned a lot of calories. So yeah. But then time went by. Time kept passing. And I kept going in weight. I went up like 5 pounds. I think it went up to 115. And I was okay. I was still looking good. I didn't have as much muscle anymore, but I still looked alright. So yeah. After that, and we started spending a lot more time, me and her. And that's when I really started to gain weight after that. And I didn't want that happening. So I would start cutting my calories, what I ate. When I was with her, I would just get like something small or something else. And I would just bust my ass at work pretty much and just make sure that I moved. Even if I didn't have to, that's what I would do. So that's what I would do. And just stay like that. I dropped the weight again, went back down to 110, 112. That's where I maintained it. And then at that point I decided I want to put on some muscle. How about I do a bulk? And I started it. Like it started off good. It was all going great. I was working out, wasn't eating too much. I was able to spend more time with her. She enjoyed me being there without me having to count every single thing that I ate and all that. So it was good. It was all happy. But then I just started binging out of nowhere. I had one day of really bad binging. I just went through everything I had. And boom. After that I was like, oh shit. But then I was like, oh, it's okay though. But I'm bulking though. It should be fine, right? So I just like, that's how I cleared my mind of it, of the problem that it was. And I was like, okay, I'm still good though, right? I'm supposed to be gaining weight, so it's okay for me to go crazy here and there. And time went by, went back to normal, stayed on track. Then boom, binged again. But this time instead of it just happening one time, it was a multiple day type of thing. And I would binge on anything. It didn't even have to be something that I like. It was just that it was there. And I was like, might as well eat it. It's theirs. Like, nobody else is gonna eat it. Why not me? So I would just go grab it, eat it, take care of it. I was like, I'm full, but I could still eat. So I would keep going until my stomach hurt. Then after that, at that point, this is the funny part. At that point, I would just sit down, chill for like 5 minutes, be like, okay, let's let this go down. Bam, get back up, go get more food, and keep going and going. And so I literally couldn't stop. Nothing else fit in my stomach, so I was like, okay, this is how I know I'm full. This is how I know it's time for me to finish this. Time it's done. This bench is done, taken care of. And I gained a lot of weight. I got, after months of doing this, my weight went up all the way to, I was around 112 when I started my bulk, so I went up to around 135-ish or so, high 130s. So it was in the high 130s. And I didn't really put that much muscle on because I stopped working out because I started spending time with her, and that happened. So yeah, the relationship kind of got in the way and all of this. And I was like, I don't like how I look. I want to lose the weight again. So I went back. Tried to cut. Did good for around 2 weeks. Couldn't keep going. Started binging. Got back on track. Did a week. Couldn't keep going. Started binging again. Tried to get back on track. Couldn't do it. Past one day. Started binging. Just wanted food. That's all I did. Just wanted food. I just couldn't control it. And it's just really bad. Like, I would just do it just because. Why? Nobody else knows that I do this. Nobody else never knew that I did this. I will always make sure that when I was gonna binge, that either everybody in my house was sleeping, nobody else was here, or that it was something that I could eat really quick and they wouldn't notice, which is what I did when I was with her. Like, we would be in my house, spending time together, watching movies here and there, and she would get hungry, and I would make like the food that it was for both of us. But then while the food was actually making, I was binging still. Then I would go back in and be like, oh, okay, it's time for us to eat. But I already ate a bunch of food before that. Now I'm still gonna eat the actual food that I was supposed to eat. And it was like, she didn't know. Like, she couldn't have known. Like, oh, she could never hear me. She was never in the same room when this happened. Nobody was ever here. So it was just me binging. I'm really ashamed of it. Like, I still do it to this day. Like, I'm still really ashamed of it. I'm getting better. Like, I have a lot more control of it, but it still happens. I still just binge when either somebody's sleeping, or every chance again, I just go whoop, right to the kitchen, grab whatever I can real fast, eat it. Okay, they're out. They're awake. They're home. Okay, nothing happened. And it's tough right now, especially since like my family thinks that I'm this super healthy type of guy that works out all the time and doesn't eat like a certain type of things, doesn't eat this, doesn't eat pizza, no ice cream, none of this. But in reality, when they're not looking or when they're not here, the one that's ransacking the fridge pretty much, eating everything we have, no matter what. And they don't know, like, they don't know it's me. They always assume it's somebody else because it's him. He's healthy. He works out all the time. He can't be eating this type of thing. He wastes all his food when he eats. He can't be eating all of this stuff. And it's me. It's what I hate doing, but it still happens. Just really bad. It just makes me feel like shit, pretty much. But yeah, back to it. I just tried it. After a couple of times, spending time with her, I told her, I was like, I must start counting what I eat again. And if you're not okay with it, well, we have to make it work somehow. If you really want to try to make the relationship work, I don't like how I look, and I want to have control of what I eat. And she was like, oh, okay. But still, whenever we would go out somewhere to eat, and I would be like trying to get like the smaller portion or something that was healthier, she will still be like, that's it, that's all you're getting. And I will feel bad because she was like, you're supposed to be enjoying the time with me, and you're over here suffering because you're only eating this. And it will make me feel like shit. And I would just be like, you're right, I should be eating more. We're supposed to be happy right now. We're supposed to be spending time together. And I just will up the portions. But yeah, that sucked. It really messed with my mind for a couple weeks, months. Yeah, after that, we stopped spending. After that, like, the relationship got rough. We stopped seeing each other as much as before. We stopped spending so much time together. And I went back to doing what I like to do. So I started working out again. Had my equipment in a room. I had like my own time for me to work out, and I would make the time. And the time that I used to spend with her, it was spent working out, creating my own programs, doing what I had to do, making sure that I knew what I was doing research. I actually became certified as a personal trainer. I'm still certified to this day, and never put the certification to use. I got certified by NASA and passed test first try. I never put the certification to use because I went back to the relationship and she didn't want me doing it. So yeah, that's what happened with that. But yeah, all the knowledge that I learned that I was trying to take in, I was focused on knowing as much as I could to hopefully help me control what I was doing. Maybe if I could understand it a little better, maybe it wouldn't happen so much. Or maybe if it happened, I would be able to stop it sooner before it gets to the point that I'm just physically in pain laying on the couch. Like, no, I don't even want to get up to use the restroom because it hurts that much. Yeah. After that, I tried to cut again. Like I said, we weren't spending that much time together. I stopped seeing her pretty much. We were still together, but just here and there mostly. And I went back to what I do, and I dropped from 130-ish or so that I dropped back down to 127 or so. So I dropped around 10 pounds, and I was looking better. I put on some more muscle, and I was good, and I was feeling a lot better. Then I got in a relationship again, and stuff went bad again. Same thing happened already. Same thing repeats. Still just trying to please the other person. So I give up what I want to do and how I live my life just to make them happy, and that happened. I got tired of doing that. And yeah, I just kind of haven't been in a relationship in a while lately. I still talk here and there, but I'm more focused on what I'm doing now. So now at this point, I'm just more focused on what I want to do, how I want my body to look, and what makes me happy about it. And I've tried cutting it multiple times in the past. Even this year, I've tried cutting around 6-7 times. It works for like a week or two. The longest cut I've ever actually done was 4 weeks. Almost 5 weeks, but not quite. I was doing good. I was cutting. I went from the high 137s or so, high 130s. I went all the way down to 127s again. I went back down to 127. I was looking good. Like, my abs started to show a little bit more here and there. They were starting to pop up. My muscles started popping up a lot more, and I was looking good. Like, cause I prefer the slim, aesthetic, athletic type of look compared to the bulky, bodybuilding type of physique look. So in my mind, I was looking good. I was feeling good. I was enjoying it. But then I started spending more time outside of my house. Started talking to more people. Started going to spend time with friends. Started talking to my ex pretty much all over again. Started talking to my ex again. That happened, and she didn't like what I was doing. She encouraged me to keep going, but it wasn't like encouraged to encourage. It was encouraged in the way she said it. The hope that what she said and how it made her feel would change what I'm doing, so I could make her happy. Which worked, because it got me to stop cutting. I kind of binge. I was like, fine, I'm gonna, I'm gonna be with her. I'm gonna try to make it work. So instead of being like, I'm gonna keep, keep grinding right here, keep trying to push it. I'm looking good. I want to see how good I could get my body to look. I was like, nope, fuck it, throw everything out the window. First thing I did, came home, boom, ate everything I had. We have 2 fridges in my house. I have like my own personal fridge that I have like the healthier type of stuff. Then we have like the house fridge, pretty much. And I went through both of them. Like I ate everything I had, and everything that they had pretty much. So I just ransacked everything, and it was like, whoa. And the next day I woke up and I was like, why did that happen? Like why? Like that's not what I wanted. Why did I let it happen? Like how come I didn't stop it? Now I'm over here feeling bloated as looking really bad, and I don't know why I let it happen. So I'm just hating myself. You're like, you're weak, you're stupid, you should have never let that happen. You just threw it those 4 weeks that you were pushing yourself, working really hard, cardio, weight training, tracking, all of that. You just threw it out the window. And I just made myself feel horrible. And I tried to get back at it that day after the binge, and I was like, no, I just felt really bad. I couldn't do it. And so I just binged the next couple of days again, and I pretty much put on all the weight back up. So I got all the weight back on, and I was like, okay, summer is starting to get closer, I'm gonna go ahead and cut. So I did. I cut like a week, and it's not that my calories or anything are too low. It's just that I see food and I'm like, I want that. I'm very, very bad at saying myself no when I want something. Like I tried, but like, when it comes to food, if I'm like strict, if I'm like focused, I'm counting my calories and all this. I'm like, okay, no this, no this, no this, no this, no this, and no that. Like I could cut out anything, no problem. But as soon as my mind starts being like, but you've been doing good for so long, you deserve it. Maybe you should go have this or that. Then once they actually start thinking about the food, it just ruins me. It's just like I can't get it out of my head. Like I try to focus on something else. I try to walk, but no, at the back of my head it's always like food, food, food. And when I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want to keep going. I want my body to finally look how I want it to look for once. But no, it just doesn't happen. I get home from being outside, just binge. It's a horrible binge. Just binge, binge, binge. It's a really messed up cycle. Still happens, like I said. I'm getting better at controlling how big the binge is, but I'm still really bad at stopping the binge, or before it even happens. Like now, I don't like go completely overboard with when I binge, to the point that my stomach's hurting and all that. I kind of keep a little bit more control than that, but I still binge like 5,000 calories over what it should be. I could eat a lot of food. Like I love food. I could eat 10,000 calories in one sitting, no problem. Like I could go through it, and I could keep eating. Just take like a 30-minute break, eat more. I'm just really good at eating. Let's just say that. So yeah, and well, it's kind of hard. Like I don't want to talk to people about this. I tried. I think I told, might have told one of my exes, and that was it. But it's like, well, they really can't do anything like besides listen and be like, you shouldn't do this and all this. Like the same type of things that I could tell myself. I can't tell my family. I don't feel comfortable enough telling my family, because like I said, they see me as the healthy one in the family. And if I was to be like, you know what, I know what you think I'm not what you think I am. I struggle with this. I binge like this. I eat all of this. I will feel really bad, because I feel like I'm letting them down. I'm ruining the image that they have of me, and making myself look like a terrible person, which is why I never told them. I never plan on telling them personally, and I'm just hoping that one day I'll be able to just by myself beat it, because I'm a very, if you can't do it yourself, you're a failure type of person. That's my mentality for most things, which is good for some things, but it's bad for other things, because there's certain things that you do need other people to give you advice, give you help or anything. Just the support. Sometimes you just need the support to be there. They don't have to be anything. You should just be right there, standing next to you, and give you a smile and be like, yes, they're supporting you. You know that the fact that you know that, it's enough to help you push through it. As opposed to me telling myself, hey, you got this, you could do this. It's just me. I could tell myself whatever I want, as opposed to somebody else. I can't control what they say or how they think of me and how they choose to support me. I try to support myself. I'm like, yes, you got this. You're strong. You could do this. Go, keep going. Don't stop. Keep moving. And all this, and it works. It works sometimes. It works for a good amount of time, but then I doubt myself. So then I doubt myself, and I'm like, nope, I can't do this. I'm like, but you want to. Why don't you do it? But I'm like, I can't. I don't know why. Some things I just can't push through. I've tried many times. Like I said, when it comes to my body, it might sound funny to some people. Some people be like, you're stupid for thinking it. I always wanted to be a model, and that's something I always wanted to be. I just found that type of career appealing. I was like, okay. And I've always tried to get my body like that. But I don't know. I changed my mind too easily. I let other people change my mind really easily. And if they say that no, you can't do that, that's stupid. You're not gonna make anything off of it. You're gonna be broke. You're gonna have nothing. You're gonna be a failure. You're just gonna start this thing, go through it a week, and give up like you always do. I'm like, maybe you're right. Maybe I am. And it's just, I can't keep doing that. So now I'm just pretty much just trying to do what I want to do. I'm still trying to please other people and stuff, but it's mainly just me. My focus is now me. I'm really trying again. I really want to do what makes me happy, especially when it comes to my relationship with food. I don't want anybody else to have a say in that. I don't want to let them have a say in what I can eat. So now it's summertime right now, and I don't look bad. I don't let myself get to the point where I'm overweight or anymore or anything like that. But I do get to the point where I'm not happy with my body and how it looks. Cause I go through I binge, I cut a week, I'm back to where I was. Binge, I cut, back to where I was, and just keeps repeating over and over. So I just pretty much stay the same. I look pretty good. I'm skinny pretty much. I'm not skinny, but I'm slim. So I look good. You see me, you're you wouldn't think he's fat or anything. You wouldn't think he is he has any type of problems. You would think that I'm always. You see me and you will assume that he probably was always like that. He was always skinny. He was always in shape. He was always active. Really, no. That's the part that people don't know and they don't see. The fact that I have been overweight multiple times. The fact that I've struggled with my weight. The fact that it's tough just for me to stay looking how I look right now. That's what people don't see, and that's what people don't ask about. So yeah, that part of my life, the part of me struggling with my weight, my food, and all that, all the binging, all the really bad food restrictions, where I'm eating around 1,000 to 1,200 calories. I don't tell people that. I don't let people know that. And it's just kind of I've been holding it in for so long. I want to let it out, and I hope somebody listens to it and it's can't relate and could maybe like you got this, like give some type of support, because I can't. It's just tough. It's just a tough cycle to go through. And now at this point, my relationship with food's a lot better now. I still go through binging. Last time I binged was last week. No, the last time I actually binged was it was this Monday of this week. Today's Thursday, so the last time I binged was 3 days ago. It wasn't as bad of a binge, like I said. Like, I'm getting a lot better at controlling it. I'm getting a lot better at that, but it still happens, and it still sucks that it happens, and I'm just trying to get better at it. And now at this point, what I'm thinking about doing and what I want to do, because I want to get my body and really push myself. Like, I have some muscle on me right now, but I really want to push myself and see how good I could get it to look. So what I decided to do right now, I decided to try it again, and I'm cutting again. I'm gonna cut weight again. I started this cut on the 5th of July, so 2 days ago. Today will be the 3rd day of my cut, and I started cutting at 136.2 pounds. I'm giving myself around 7 weeks of a cut. That's how much I plan to do the length of the cut. Around 7 weeks or so, until my birthday on August 19th, because I want to look good for my birthday. I want to, be out there and have fun. It's gonna be my 21st birthday, so I want to go out there and enjoy it. And I was like, if I keep looking how I look right now, it's not gonna be as enjoyable, because I'm not gonna be comfortable in my body. I'm not gonna be comfortable with how clothes fit me here and there. I don't know what you guys are thinking. You guys are like, you're not even fat, just to put it bluntly. Like, you still look skinny. Like, yes, I know that. I look relatively thin, but without the clothing on, it just doesn't look good. My lower body, yes, it stays lean pretty much all the time, because I go for long walks, I run, and all this type of stuff. My arms, of course, stay lean, but the bad part is, like, the rest of my upper body is what packs on all the weight pretty much. And once you see me without like a shirt or anything, you're like, huh, now I see where the weight goes. Because when I tell people like how much I weigh, I'm like, I'm in the high 130s, and they're like, no way, you look so small, like you skinny. Like, I'm not tall either. I'm 5'6", so it's like, yeah, like, they're like, no, where did it go? Like, where does it go? And it's like, but people see me with the shirt on, so they're like, it's nowhere to be seen. Like, you can't really tell. But I know, like, I'm the one that has to see myself. I'm the one that has to deal with my body and see it in the mirror whenever I'm changing, whenever I'm doing something. And that's what I want to change. I want to change how my body looks. I want to get my body to look how I want it to look, finally. And now I'm committing to a 7-week cut from July 5th until August 19th. It's roughly around 7 weeks. The goal weight that I'm trying to hit at the end of this cut is going to be 127, 128. But I'll be happy if I'm just able to hit the 120s. Like, I seriously would just be happy if I'm able to keep pushing myself long enough to hit the 120s. I hope that I am. I hope that once the cut is done and I go into a maintenance cycle, that I'm able to do it. Like, I'm able to just keep going, like, not binge, not struggle with it. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for that this cut will be the last cut I will have to do it, pretty much. Because after this cut, I want to go into, like, just maintain, pretty much. Like I said, I don't want to get bulky or anything. I like the slim type of look, type of feeling, but I do want to have some type of definition in my body. I do want to get my abs back, but this I want to get them to look good, like, not just be there because you're so skinny and then you have a little bit of muscle that, yeah, you can see some lines. I want them to be like, bam, they pop out. Like, bam, they're there. You can't deny it. He put hard work in that for that. It's not just him being skinny. It's him actually having some muscle right there. So yeah, right now at this point, like I said, I'm 3 days into the cut. I plan on doing 7 weeks. I plan to like update you guys, like show you my physique, like here and there, like just talk to you guys and show you guys how I'm doing and how I'm feeling. I hope you guys follow me along in this journey. Hope you guys, just are there for me to support. And I want to thank you guys for, if you guys actually made it to like the end of this video. I want to thank you guys. I hope you guys did. I hope most of you guys did. I want to thank you guys for listening to me and just giving me like the time of day to just listen to what I have to say and just be there. Because it feels good knowing that somebody is there listening. So yeah, I hope you guys made it through the end of the video. If you guys did, I would really appreciate it if you guys could like the video, just to let me know and be like, yes, we support you, we made it this far, and we're here. I hope you guys do that, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I want to thank you guys for listening to my story. Like I said, it's an ongoing battle, the binging, the cutting, the restriction, it's all ongoing. Started when I was in middle school, 12 years old, 20 years old right now. Been going on for long enough, and it's time for us to change that. It's time for me to change that, and it's time to get pretty much my shit together and just go out there and do what I want to do. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching the video, taking all the time of your day just to be there and enjoy and listen. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video, show me some support. I really appreciate it. It will mean a lot to me. So yeah, I will see you guys